What if I told you if a programmer's brain is actually physically different than your regular Joe's brain? And here are 3 reasons why I believe that is the case. Reason number 1, coding forces you to face anxiety. Let's take an example. Let's say we want to write a program that wakes up the computer when we press a key. Simple? No, but this is just about pressing a button, man. In your program, you need to understand if your keyboard is on, if your computer is on, if the computer and the keyboard are connected, how are they connected, whether it's through Bluetooth transmission, through USB transmission, what is the latency, how does the program receive the key commands, and what is the operating system that is running on, does it have the kernel, does it have the hardware? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. When we start to program, we just realize that there's just so much stuff that we just don't know, and there's so many things that we don't know about, and we start learning about these things, and we start to realize that, oh my God, I don't know anything about anything, and then the more problems we face, and it just becomes this whole cycle of just facing anxiety over and over and over and over again. We start to deal with that anxiety a lot better. Reason 2, coding stretches your creativity skills. A lot of people think that programming is very logical and you just follow instructions A to B. Programming is a lot like drawing. You use basic elements and you use the elements to build something really cool, just like this light bulb. It's not just about writing and creating a nice program. It's also about trying to understand your user's perspective, who your user is, what are their needs, how does your program help them solve their needs. Have to think outside of the box, or in this case, your brain. Reason 3. Writing software actually forces you to become a better communicator. Remember all the things we didn't know? Google to the rescue! But we still need to define what are we actually searching for. And if we struggle with just even articulating what the problem is, how are we going to solve it? So when we start to code, we're actually going to find problems, and when we start finding problems, we want to looking for solutions, which will mean that we would ask other people, and hence forcing us to collaborate, forcing us to learn to how to talk to other people. Woo! Point made. You haven't told us how the brain is actually different, idiot. Yes, my keyboard warrior, you are right. How is the brain actually different? There is a thing that is called neuroplasticity. I don't know how to spell. Essentially, what that means is that your brain that is filled with neurons is able to make connections that weren't even there before, and hence physically changing itself. And this phenomena that I can say but not spell is called brain plasticity. And it's not just these specific 3 things that causes the brain to change. Literally any external stimuli is going to change the brain physically. So if you want a programmer's brain, just do the things that we do and you'll have that brain, if that makes sense. So, lastly, if you want to know how I was able to change my brain and earn $40,000 before graduating as a student, check out the video on my channel. Till